Parenting can sometimes feel like a constant battle for control, where power struggles between parents and children become part of the daily routine. However, constantly fighting for authority strains relationships and creates a tense environment. Shifting from a mindset of power struggles to one of cooperation can lead to a more harmonious household. It also fosters a stronger connection with your child. In this episode, I'll share how I navigate these situations with my 3-year-old daughter. I focus on fostering cooperation rather than engaging in power struggles. 1. Understanding the roots of power struggles. Power struggles often arise when both the parent and the child want to assert their will. As a parent, it's easy to think that obedience equals respect and that authority must be maintained at all costs. However, this mindset can lead to frequent conflicts. Children naturally seek independence and control over their own lives. Therefore, recognizing that these struggles stem from a normal desire for autonomy can help shift your approach from control to collaboration. 2. Focusing on connection. One of the most effective ways to reduce power struggles is by prioritizing a connection with a child. When my child feels understood, valued, and connected to me, she is more likely to cooperate. For example, I make an effort to spend quality time with my child, listen to her perspectives, and validate her feelings, even when we don't agree. By respecting her needs and views, I build a foundation of trust that makes cooperation more natural. This approach also fosters the healthy relationship I strive to have with my daughter. For more details, I discuss this further in this other article titled, Creating a Safe, Trusting, and Joyful Environment for My Toddler. 3. Offering choices. Instead of issuing commands, I offer my child choices whenever possible. For example, instead of saying, "Put on your shoes now," I might say, "Would you like to wear your sneakers or your sandals today?" This approach gives my child a sense of control and reduces resistance. By framing requests as choices, I empower her to make decisions within the boundaries I set, which helps avoid power struggles and promotes cooperation. However, offering choices doesn't always work, and I have strategies for when it doesn't, which I discuss in this other article titled, What to Do When Offering Choices to Your Child Does Not Work. 4. Setting clear and consistent boundaries. While cooperation is the goal, it's important to maintain clear and consistent boundaries. When children understand the rules and limits, they are better able to navigate their environment without constantly questioning what is allowed or fearing unexpected consequences. For instance, during family meals when it's dessert time, if she asks for ice cream a second time, I serve her while saying, "After this, that's enough. We need to leave some for others." If she asks a third time, I then say, "I've already served you twice, and we need to leave some for others." Eating too much ice cream can also give you a stomachache. She might not be happy about the decision, but I've already cooperated with her wants twice and explained why I made this choice. This transparency helps her understand the purpose of the rules, making her more willing to cooperate, even if she doesn't fully agree. 5. Using positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement can be a powerful tool for encouraging cooperation. I acknowledge and praise my child when she makes good choices or shows cooperative behavior. For instance, when she decides on her own to share something she's eating with me, I say, "Thank you for sharing with me." Or when she voluntarily shares her toys with another child, I tell her, "Thank you for sharing." By doing that, the other child will be more likely to share their toys with you if you ask. By focusing on what she's doing right, I reinforce positive actions and motivate her to keep cooperating. Celebrating even small successes helps shift the focus from conflict to collaboration. 6. Modeling cooperative behavior. Children learn a great deal from observing their parents' actions. I make an effort to model cooperative behavior in my own interactions, whether it's with my co-parent, friends, or family members. For instance, if my co-parent and I disagree on something in front of my daughter, I make sure we discuss it calmly and find a compromise, like agreeing on a different approach for the next time. By showing her that cooperation is a valued and effective way to resolve differences, I set an example for her to follow. When conflicts arise between us, such as when she insists on playing instead of tidying up, I demonstrate how we can work together by saying, "Let's clean up, so we have more space to play with your toys." This way, I show her that our needs can be met through collaboration. 7. Communicating effectively. Clear and respectful communication is key to fostering cooperation. I try to communicate with my child in a way that is calm, clear, and respectful, even when tensions are high. For example, if she's frustrated and yelling because she doesn't want to stop playing, Instead of raising my voice, I kneel down to her level and say, "I see that you're upset because you want to keep playing, but it's time to get ready for bed so you can have a good night's sleep." By explaining the situation and expressing my concern calmly, I help her understand why we need to transition to the next activity. I focus on using I statements to express my feelings while also validating her emotions. This approach not only reduces power struggles, but also teaches her valuable communication skills, such as expressing emotions constructively and listening to others. In conclusion, choosing cooperation over power struggles is a transformative approach to parenting. By understanding the roots of these conflicts, focusing on connection, and using strategies like offering choices, setting clear boundaries, and modeling cooperative behavior, you can create a more harmonious and supportive environment for your child. Remember, the goal is not to win every battle, but to build a strong, respectful relationship where both you and your child feel heard and valued. Cooperation leads to growth, understanding, and a more peaceful home where everyone can thrive. Next up, we have an article titled "Anger Triggers, Do You Know Yours?" I'll share what I've learned about the power of self-awareness in managing emotional responses as a parent.